and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Warcast. I'm your host, Deadly, reporting, well, almost live from the snowy tops of Norway, and this is, you guess what? This is the Warcast. Yes, that's right, this is the Total Warcast, reporting, well, from TWC. Episode 25, we're actually a 1/4 to 100 of Season 2, and we're almost done, actually, with Season 2. We're gonna enter Season 3 when we enter the New Year's, and it's a glorious day. We hit September, it's snowing outside, it's cold as hell. Well, actually, hell isn't cold, but yeah, you catch my drift. It's really cold outside, and I have a cold. So you have to, if my voice sounds a little bit different, well, except from my drunken slur as it always is, but if it sounds a little bit different, it's because I have a small cold. So ignore that. Today we have quite a normal Warcast. We have a lot of announcements, a lot of news. We're gonna talk from here to there. The Game of the Year Warcast is gonna be held at a later date, a little bit closer to the New Year's, maybe even in Season 3. But yeah, we'll deal with that later. But I have a great honor to introduce Shankbot to the Warcast.
Oh, hello, Daily. It's my pleasure. It really is.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Shankbot is actually joining us this evening. Gunny has been asked for a little bit of a vacation, which I've granted him because he's been such a great member of the Warcast staff these last couple of months. So I said, all right, you are free to go. And Shankbot has volunteered. Almost.
Well, I'm not sure I'd quite call it that, Daily, but sadly, ladies and gents, you're stuck with me this evening.
Yeah, well, stuck. Dude, they just stuck with me every Warcast, so I think that it will be a pleasant change of pace with you around. So it will
I
be
certainly
really nice.
hope so.
Yeah. I feel like we're like sitting in a little English living room. It's like, yeah, I certainly hope so. That accent of yours, is that a mix between English and...
No, it's just from the Midlands, don't worry. It's just
Midlands.
Normal English accent.
Okay, yeah, well, you sound a little bit different than the other English people I've talked to, but no offense.
Oh, none taken, I don't mind.
Yeah, it's actually I actually understand you better than some Norwegians, so we have quite a wide range of dialects in my country. But yeah, moving on, we are gonna quickly scurry through the little bit of things we want to talk about at first. Well, the first thing is that we have the new TWN with the sexy and beautiful DK Trash, as always. He presents himself in his backyard where he can actually wear a t-shirt. And if I wear yeah, I know. If
I was gonna say, lucky, I've been out in a jacket all day.
Yeah, and if I wear a t-shirt outside, I would get frostbite. So bloody lucky him.
Yeah, we haven't got snow just yet, but hopefully over the next couple of weeks we'll see some.
Yeah, it fell. I went to Scotland 2 weeks ago, Edinburgh actually, and
Edinburgh's a brilliant place. It really is.
It is. It's a really nice place. And when we got back, it started actually snowing for the first time here. Well, actually, it snowed a couple of weeks before, but it didn't stuck. But when we got back, it snowed for 2 days, and it was 30-40 centimeters. You don't know what that is, but yeah, it was quite a lot. It's up to your middle of your leg, and yeah, and it sucks.
Well, to be fair, I'm not subject to much snow, so when it does come, I think I have a mini. I get so excited. I go high on snow.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice. Actually, when it first fall here in Norway, I really wanted to fall a lot because it's really beautiful when it's all white and all that. But not talking about the snow, we have to move on to the news. If not, we're going to be stuck here talking about snow all evening. And
I'm not sure our ever faithful audience would want that now, would they?
No. Well, I hope they like snow, if not the heathens. So, but Rally Point episode 8 is out. You've seen it, Shankbot?
Yeah, well, I've wrote coverage for it, yeah, and in this episode, basically, it's Craig and Will from the CA. They went up to the Leeds Armoury. They had a look around there and discuss topics from and I must say, Craig's shocking attempt at a Movember to a quick look at some of the new Barbarian signature sounds for Rome 2, which were, to be fair, they were quite interesting to look at, and it's nice to see progress they're working on.
They went up to a Leeds sound studio.
They went up, they went up to Leeds Armories.
Okay, Leeds Armories. Yeah, okay. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, to be honest, audience, I haven't been around so much on the interwebs these few days, few weeks actually. So it's not like I have Shankbot in here to talk about it. So check out Rally Point episode 8. I will certainly do that after the Warcast. Very important thing is that there's a new TWC Minecraft PVP server video out, and it's quite glorious. It's shown on TWN, so if you're watching the TWN right now, or you're gonna do it afterwards, or you already done it, you have already seen the TWC Minecraft PVP server video. And if you have not, I will post a link. I will post the video directly under Warcast. For the first time, I'm gonna actually post another video, because it's really important that we grow a lot more audience and get more players in there. I have not played for quite a while Minecraft, but I hope that everybody else will. Well, don't think that it's.
I have to say, Daily, I've never really gotten into Minecraft. Is it something worth looking into?
I can honestly say you that's one of the games that I have invested most time in compared to the money I bought it in. I bought it for £10, which is 100 Norwegian kroners, and I've played it for so many hours. And when you get into multiplayer, especially building with people, playing with people, you can invest so many hours into it. And it's, even though the game itself is quite shallow in terms of what you can do with it, in terms of how, the different systems, so that there's so much to put your head around, and there's so many big things you can create, and you feel like you're the creator, you feel like God. And it's a really rewarding game, and if you want to get it, compared to the money you're gonna buy, and if you're just gonna play it on TWC Minecraft server, PvP server, which is a great quality server,
I'll have to look into it, because I've heard quite a lot of people going on about it. It seems something that it's growing really. It looks really good.
Yeah, even though the Minecraft itself doesn't look really good, it's a really compelling game. The way it has a compelling way it looks, but I recommend it all the way. So check it out. As always, I'm gonna recommend getting in there, because all that stuff, jibba jabba. I'm gonna post, of course, the video, and I hopefully you will all check it out. Next on the list is actually quite important as well. It's the Members Awards 2012. For you who don't know, is that every year we actually have a Members Awards for people who have contributed to the site in a positive way. Let's just see. We have a range of categories. For example, we have Best Debater, Best Political Poster, you have Best Technical Poster, you have a lot of different ones. I'm gonna post the link, of course, as always, in the YouTube and on TWC. You also have Calvin Content Awards, which, as always, I'm really honored that people actually consider me to be nominated. Shankbot as well has been nominated. So it's actually, thank you all for actually nominating me. It's really
I'll repeat that as well. Yeah, it's been great to see some nominations, and it's just nice to see people notice what you do, and especially with Daly's case with the Warcast. I think it's great. I think it's really good for it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's actually quite nice, and even though you might not win, it's actually nice to see that people you have never actually spoken to on a private level, with messages and all that, actually have noticed you and actually are nominating you and actually voting for you. So as always, thank you, and as always, just keep a lookout for it. And if you have anyone you especially want to put out, even though you be the only one who noticed him, put him out there, because we might all notice him and vote him up. So Members Awards, check it out. Also, sorry, Shankbot, I have not asked you. That's usually something I always do before going on with the Warcast. It's like asking, what does this person do? I actually forgot it today, and we're gonna actually ask, if people listening here, they don't know what you do, so could you tell us a little bit what you do on the TWC forums?
Yeah, sure. Well, I've been involved in content stuff since April. I write for the Quill, the Critics Quill, which I love. and I'm also a local moderator for the Writers' Study. And yeah, really just head over there if you're interested in anything to do with writing. It's a brilliant place, and we've got some great people.
So it's only you're not involved in any mods or anything?
No, sadly my modding skills are next to none, and I've tried, I've followed the tutorials, but it just never seems to work for me.
Yeah,
I'm being perfectly honest. I get great enjoyment out of writing the articles, so everyone's a winner.
Yeah, like I can't write, I can't mod, and I can certainly not. I can draw a little bit, but it seems that my Warcast is my only skill so far on TWC. So it's nice actually. It's actually nice being useful for something on this site. Yeah. But it's actually gonna be quite exciting to see who's gonna win this year's categories.
Yeah, I mean, there's a load of great nominations, and loads of brilliant people. So I think it'll be a close call.
Yeah, which is always exciting. But at least moving on, we have we're gonna move into the news bucket. Yeah, that's what we call it. It's actually been so long since I had a Warcast now, I almost forgot the segments. Shankbot, if you don't know, in a Warcast I've created, since I started this, I had created different segments, the Mod Corner, the Forum Frenzy, the news bucket is like the new news edition, which I added because, there's actually, even though it's a lot to talk about on TWC, you're gonna eventually run out of stuff to talk about if you keep on doing it. So I created a news bucket, which is basically gaming news.
Oh, brilliant! Well,
yeah,
let's dive into it.
Yeah. Have you played Dishonored?
No, sadly I haven't. No. Besides my limited experience with the Total War games, that's as far as my my gaming goes, really.
Well, so so you're basically a fanatic of the Total War games.
I wouldn't call me a fanatic. I mean, ever since I've joined the Total War Centre, my Total War time has actually decreased rapidly. And I'm also a massive fan of the Assassin's Creed as well. I think they're brilliant games.
Well, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say about Assassin's Creed 3 in the next episode. But,
oh God, do not spoil it for me. I won't
spoil it. I promise you, I won't spoil it. But I will assure you that I'm not gonna share the same sentiment as a lot of other people, but I will take that in the next episode. And I
was gonna say, if you said it now, we'd probably have quite a few disagreements daily.
Yeah, I love people who doesn't agree with me, but as we have a saying in Norway. Actually, I'm not gonna say it because it doesn't make any sense in English, but we have a saying that opinions are divided, basically. So it is actually a lot. But for you who I actually want to talk about this before the Kickstarter ended, but for those who doesn't know, Star Citizen. If you haven't heard about Star Citizen, it's a very ambitious project from a guy named Robert. What the hell is what is
Chris
his name?
Roberts.
Chris Roberts. Thank you. It's nice to have actually someone who remembers names here. I can't remember names. Chris Roberts is making a new game called Star Citizen, which is basically a very, so far the graphics says yes, but it's a very highly ambitious space game, which is gonna be, I don't know what you call it, MMO. It's gonna be multiplayer, single player, huge expansion.
Something like massively multiplayer online role playing game, is it?
Yeah, Mass Effect role playing, like different races. You're gonna have space combat. You're gonna have carrier ships. You're gonna have a lot of games. And what really is exciting about this game is that actually it broke the Kickstarter record, didn't it? Well, not Kickstarter record, but the what do you call it? The
like for best new release or something like that.
No, not best release. It's like a pre-funded game. It's like it broke the record on how many people who have actually pledged money to it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see on their homepage now. It's something like what we're looking at, like loads. What's that? $7 million, I think.
$7 million, and it was like 2.1 million off of Kickstarter, which is a hell of a lot of money. And then on a on the official site is like $4.8 million. So, and what happened if they went over a certain point, they would get investors from, I don't know where, but people with a lot of money who would invest even more money. So it seems that they've and they're still making money because you can still pledge money. So I recommend it if you are interested in this. Check it out. They have stretch goals, meaning that if they reach a certain amount of money, they have promised they will deliver this kind of thing. Of course, you know, you have to take this with a grain of salt because they are promising things so that people will pledge more money. They're not, you know, probably will. Maybe they will fall on it. I don't know. But
no, I mean, it looks like quite a good project. So I'll be keeping an eye out for it, see how it goes.
It's a lot of talented people working on it, and so far there's a trailer out for it, which speaks about the different things they will add for it. It's made in CryEngine, isn't that CryEngine 3, or is it CryEngine 3? I think it's called. I'm not sure.
I have no idea, sorry.
All the engines, oh my god. If I'm wrong here, I'm sorry, but at least it's quite decent graphics for it, and it's actually quite cool how they've already made the animations for the guy entering the cockpit and he turns on the different things. And I'm a huge fan of, I don't know if you've seen the anime. I'm not gonna sound like an anime nerd, but I've seen one anime which is Cowboy Bebop, which is jazz in space. It's like very the style of that. I really want that for Star Citizen because I felt with Mass Effect 3 it felt so dull. It was so colorful range of things. Everything felt so dull when you played it. All the races, all the weapons, you know, everything felt so. Everybody spoke English, you know. So I hope that this game will feel a little bit more, you know, more dirty, a little bit more random than what Mass Effect.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just looking on their blog now, and they've passed 100,000 pledges and approaching $7 million in total. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be off to a good start.
Yeah, so we'll cross our fingers. Of course, this is a long way away, and same with Rome 2. So, like I said in my article in the recent Gamers Gazette, I hate all this waiting. Yeah.
That's how they make so much of their money, is through all the waiting, the promotions and stuff.
Yeah, it's... my god, it's so annoying waiting for all the things. But at least, next news is actually, if you haven't know, Peter Molyneux, is that how he says it? 2 seconds. It's the guy who worked on Black and White. He's the one who worked on Fable.
I have no idea. Sorry, as I've told you, my gaming experience is pretty limited.
No. I'm wondering about the pronunciation. I posted it on TeamSpeak here.
Oh, right, I'll just have a look. Hang on. Give me a...
Do you know how to pronounce that?
No.
Okay. Well, Peter Molyneux, for who doesn't know, he worked on Fable. He worked on Black and White, and he left the it's Microsoft or whatever who made Lionhead Studios, which worked on Black and White. They got actually bought up by Microsoft, but he left Black and White, and now he's working on Godus. Godus is supposed to be well, it's a god game basically with the powers and all that. They actually show a little bit more of the gameplay and all that. I'm gonna post a video, of course, as always, in the links. Of course, I will always link, as I always do. I will post the rock paper shotgun is of course my favorite place for gaming news, even though I read a lot of Norwegian gaming news as well. But this is Godus seems to going back to a little bit more of a mix between SimCity, Age of Empires and all that. And
Age of Empires, I love them.
Yeah, first they're my primary. It's in Kickstarter mode right now. Kickstarter, they're trying to fund the project, and I don't know how it goes. Let's not search it up. people can do that themselves, but we're just gonna talk about it and we're gonna promote it, because I love God games. And
I mean, there's like 6 or 7 quite lengthy previews. So I'm sure if people are interested, just have a sit through them, and you'll be up to speed.
Yeah, basically. I haven't seen them all. I've just recently. For me, it's like really just sparking my. Same with Prison Architect. It was just something that sparked my way before the gameplay videos and trailers and all that. It was just something that sparked my attention because it was something new and all that. And it's something to keep your eye out for, and I would recommend everyone to check it out. I'm gonna post a link, of course, and all that. So yeah, new God game. It seems that they're gonna Peter Molyneux is a brilliant guy, even though he pushes his team a little bit too much. I think he's a guy who promises and promises, and he's a really what you call a far thinker. Shankbot, okay, I know that you, as you say, your gaming experience stretches to Total War games, but I would like Peter Molyneux is the one who worked on Fable being a very prestigious and popular gaming series.
Popular, yeah.
And the thing is that he has kind of, with the number 3, there's a third one. A fourth one coming out now. Has it come out? I don't care because I've heard it sucked. I think it just came out for Xbox or something. No offense, to the people who liked it. I've only heard it, rumors. But number 3, I played number 3. I did not like it. It had many flaws, and it seems that it was basically a dream come true, but it didn't get realized. So it basically was a dream. But it didn't, the thing is there's a difference between a dream and what is actually being created, so, which is kind of sad in a lot of games, because a lot of games have potential, but the potential cannot be realized because of time, money, and productivity. So that's kind of sad, but that's the way of the world, yeah. But, moving on, for those who have played Dark Souls 2, well, I know this is a little bit more popular on consoles, but it's being, a lot more. But it's being, a little bit more popular on PC now that it's been released. I played it. It was a horrible. Well, the thing was that I don't know. I think it was a poll that decided that, hey, we want Dark Souls 2 on PC. Okay. And the people said, okay, fine, yeah, okay, we will, of course, sure, we will make it over, but we won't optimize it, we won't do anything. And I think this is the perfect example of a horrible console port, but they promised it, like they said, okay, we won't do anything with it, we will just port it over, and they did. And it's a horrible optimization. You can't play with mouse and keyboard, you actually have to have a gaming pad. But the people who have played it says that it's brilliant. So Dark Souls 2 has been announced now, and this game goes very far to say that it's really hard. You die a lot, you have, what can I say? It goes really back to the skill-born thing, and what's really nice about it is that you kind of have really freedom to do what you really want to do with your character. It seems that you can do pretty much anything you want and still conquer the game. So that's really nice to see, as long as you have the skill for it. And there's PvP and all that. So Dark Souls 2 is announced, and hopefully they will make a good PC version of it, because I've heard a lot of good things about it. Have you heard about the checkbox?
No, I haven't, but what I was going to say is one of these things where they sort of aimed it more at consoles, I found, was the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I found that they sort of designed it a bit like the HUD and everything. They designed it all a bit too much for console playing, and they kind of skimped it out a bit on the old PC.
That's the way it's been for years now. Consoles, basically almost all the big AAA titles are console ports, which means that you have a limited. You have a HUD which is designed for gamepad, which is clustered and really awkward for computer, and you also have graphic settings, which doesn't suit a computer at all. You have example this year. You have Assassin's Creed 3, you have Far Cry 3, you have a lot of games. So Dark Souls, of course, and it's just really it's been a year. It's been this way for years, and the problem is that the consoles is the biggest market apparently. But hopefully we will see a kind of increase in PC gaming, because it will mean positive things for me because I'm a PC gamer. But yeah.
Well, I play Assassin's Creed on the Xbox, so in that how would you say, in that sort of regard, it doesn't bother me. But it's funny when you get to a game that you want to play on PC and it isn't quite what you expect. You go mental at it.
Yeah, the thing is that Assassin's Creed 3, Darksiders 2, God of War, all those games, those are third-person, hero games. They are basically, their entire nature is built around the gamepad, and the circle, everything is around them is, it's really based around the gamepad, the game controller. There's not really much that...
Yeah, PC can't be doing that bad because
no, it's not.
The new record for Steam, 6 million players logged on at the weekend.
Yeah,
around the 26th of November.
Which is one of the news we will talk about a little bit in a second. Yeah, exactly. It shows that PC gaming isn't dead. But the problem that you have with PC gamers is that you have a kind of higher standards. You kind of have to, you kind of have a certain a higher standards in terms of what you have to deliver. With console, I feel that well, there's several reasons. We can discuss this a little bit because this is a subject I really enjoy. For example, game developers want a DRM. They want something disk protection. They don't want piracy. That's one of the reasons. Therefore, they turn to consoles, which basically is their own piracy anti-piracy measure, which is kind of bullshit because there's actually releases before PC pirating, PC cracks. It's actually later than the console cracks. So, well, that's one of the reasons. The other one is optimization. Developers doesn't have to do so much with their graphical settings and push the boundary further, so they can just there's something positive in there as well, but they don't have to push it so far, meaning that they can focus more on gameplay and all that. But the problem is that they don't usually do that. They kind of take the shortcut, I feel, with a lot of games. Yes, sure, they don't have to focus so much on the graphical settings because, the Xbox 360 can't push it itself further or it will have a heart attack. But there's a lot of... now we will have a new console gen, we will have to probably, expand even further. People will complain about the graphics again, and then boom, we'll have a new renaissance in gaming, hopefully. I don't really care about graphics that much, but I feel that gaming has been, PC gaming is like the way to go if you want to progress the bar further and further. But I feel that with consoles, it's been kind of stagnating for a couple of years now. But I'm not gonna complain, about consoles because that's probably the way it is. So, yeah.
I prefer playing on my console simply because I get so much better graphics.
Yeah, that's because you don't have a proper PC.
Oh, I wondered when you sneak that in. Yeah.
Yeah, because okay, let me tell you something. You don't need... The thing is that I can probably... The games that I have enjoyed most, you don't need a proper PC to play. The reason why I enjoy PC gaming is because you have freedom. Freedom, and you have a lot more... What can I say? Choice in what you want to do. For example, you can have mods. You don't have mods at all. You can imagine Total War games without mods. Of course, you can't really play real-time strategy on a console, but the point is that you can't really have mods. My favorite experiences this year has been with Napoleonic Wars, which is basically was basically with Mountain Musket, a mod for Mountain Blade Warband, which became Napoleonic Wars, which is my hands down one of the games I played. Even though my latest, few weeks or months, I haven't played it so much. The thing is that with the PC, you have freedom to choose. Do you want to use Ventrilo to talk to people? Do you want to have TeamSpeak? You have a lot more availability with people. You can meet a lot more people. You can also, for example, let's say that you want to play a lot more people. Play with a lot more people. Check Battlefield 3. You have twice as many amount of people you can play on one server. Check out Mountain Blade Warband. You can have over 200 people, 250 people you can have in one battle at one time. Doesn't that sound amazing? You have PlanetSide 2, which is the new MMO FPS from Sony SOE. I can't even pronounce it, but a new game which I played as well, which is a free to play game on it. Well, I promise you, your PC will have a heart attack, but playing it. But it's a free MMO FPS, and that's the reason why I play PC. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from there. I mean, I probably spend the equal amount of time on both.
Yeah,
but I mean, my time on the PC isn't always on gaming.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, consoles these days, you get all things like Netflix and everything. You can do so much on them. They really are. They're just crazy, the amount of stuff you can do on it.
Yeah, and that's something really sad about seeing with Windows 8, is that they're actually going to limit the freedom that players have. Now it's going to be all the way that Xbox Live is. By the way, do you have a PS3 or do you have a...
Oh no, I have an Xbox.
Okay, same here. I've had my trusty old Xbox for 5 years now, I think. It had a red ring of death, but I got it back. So...
Yeah, I had exactly the same problem. It was it was just before I pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2, which was a brilliant game, but that's another story.
You don't want to go there with me, man. No, too, man.
That's why I said. That's why I said it's another story.
Yeah,
probably for when we're off air.
Yeah, I'm gonna trash you, mate.
Yeah, but anyway, it was there, and it was sitting there just mocking me whilst my Xbox was off in some factory getting fixed.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I sent off my Xbox for 3 weeks. Luckily, it was after my very addicting period, so I wasn't really that addicted anymore to gaming. But
yeah, I've gone off my. I don't think I'm just waiting to get Assassin's Creed 3 before we jump straight back on it.
All right, but Shankbot, I'm gonna leave you for a couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes. I'm gonna leave you for 10 seconds or
User
something.
joined your channel.
Oh, we have a guest.
Surprise visitor.
A surprise visitor. Is this amazing? Legio. It's actually Legio. Legio, he's actually writing things. It's me, Legio, he's saying right now. Legio, we are actually recording the Warcast right now.
He knows. I was meant to be on MSN to him, but I just sent a PM saying I'm busy recording the Warcast.
Legio, either you speak or I will kick you out. Caps lock. You kick me then. Well, I can't have... I'm in the middle of a professional Warcast here. I can't really... Legio, won't you go and sing for us? In Polish.
Oh, Silent Night.
Well, yeah, I can cut it out. No, not now. No.
Or my favourite Christmas song, Fairy Tale of New York.
No, I'm just joking. We will take care of that later. Yes, Legio, I will talk to you later, okay? Yes, I will send a message later. Yeah, and thank you. I'll see you later. Talk to Gunny. Leave.
Well, has that happened before?
Insufficient permissions.
God damn.
User was kicked out of your channel.
Okay, We kicked him out of the channel, as you heard.
Oh, brutal.
Sorry for that, everyone. Lego doesn't know courtesy on the web, as you probably know, and he sold the show. Sorry for that. But as I was saying, Shankbot, could you the link I sent you on Steam? Oh wait, there. Could you talk a little bit about that while I go up and fetch myself another beer?
Yeah, I'll try not to. I'll try not to destroy your Warcast whilst you go.
Don't worry, it was already destroyed by Lego, so you just rock it, man.
I'll do my very best. Right now, Daly's left me in charge. Oh God, where do I begin? Well, this is news on the Creative Assembly, the partnership with Games Workshop, which came to a bit of a shock to me to create the old Warhammer games. I've not played them much, so I'm probably not the best person to talk about this, but where do I begin? Today they announced that the Creative Assembly have entered into a multi-title license deal with Games Workshop to create video games based in the Warhammer universe of fantasy battles. We'll probably...
Go on.
I can't carry on, you're back now, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, but I don't know where you went off.
I'm third paragraph or something like that.
Oh, you directly spoke. Okay.
Oh no, I paraphrased into some mumble.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, basically, it seems that Sega and Creative Assembly have partnership with Warhammer games, meaning that we might get actually a total Warhammer, which is quite exciting. Even though we have actually a mod called, what's it called? Call of Warhammer.
Yeah, I think. Hang on, I'll have a look for you actually.
Thank you. So it seems that we are actually going to have some. I actually love Warhammer Fantasy. I am actually a old painter of Warhammer Fantasy. Not a good one, I can add, but I have been. But it was actually quite nice.
Yeah, it's called Call of Warhammer.
I remember that. Actually, I'm actually quite fond of my brain because I usually draw up the right facts, but I can't remember if it's right or not. It seems that this is actually quite what would you call it? Exciting? I want to call it exciting because the Warhammer universe is so different from what we've seen.
It'll be interesting, I think.
Yeah, that's something I always think that the Total War franchise would actually benefit from going to a fantasy setting. Maybe not Warhammer setting, but it would be really cool. Just imagine this. Having a huge army. You have, your Gardarian pikemen. You have your Scytherian or something, bowmen. And then you have your mages, 12 mages in the middle of your who fling fireballs. Huge fireballs. It burns through the orcish horde that is coming towards you, and you have muskets
Just on a side note, if anyone wants to comment on this, the thread ID in the Call of Warhammer forum is 577234. People have been commenting.
Dude, just give me a link and I'll post it in the YouTube thing.
I will do. I'll send it past you.
Yeah, you don't have to say it out loud because people will probably not catch it. We'll post it in written form. People just click it.
I think that's a bit to edit out. Yeah.
Speaking out of experience here, but at least good work. So that's actually quite good news. I'm actually quite a huge Warhammer fan. Not that much of Warhammer 40k. Don't shoot me because I know that's the most what you call it, favorite one. Good old fun, but oh dear lord, I'm sorry again that I had to leave the table, but I had to get a couple of beers already, so you have to excuse me as usual. We are an amateur podcast, as you might have noticed already. Let me see here. Where is my notes? There we are. Yes, we have already talked about the Steam record. God, I can't even speak right now. New record on Steam, which is 6 million at one time, meaning that more people are playing, actually using Steam, which is good. I know people don't like Steam. I know. Me and Gunny, we tried to have a Steam debate on the Warcast. It didn't really work out because me and Gunnar, we both use Steam and we don't really have a problem with it.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't have a problem with it either, so we can't even have a go now.
Yeah, I know. So I'm probably gonna. One person I know is Humble Warrior. He really hates Steam, so I think I have to invite him on. And me and him will duke it out. But the problem is, I understand. But the only thing is that, like, we don't want to have it forced Steam, and I can forced Steam, and I can understand that completely. So I agree with him on that. So it's not really a debate. It's like, yeah, I agree with you on that, and I say, yeah, but it's a really great system because it lets you interact with friends and all that, and then he can agree with me on that. It's like, it's not really a debate. So, but yeah, Steam record. Can you say it for me?
What do you want me to say?
Steam record.
Steam record, yeah, 6 million people.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like I said it wrong, but
you said it fine, Daly. Don't worry.
Okay, good. I have a little self-esteem.
One thing I'd like to mention quickly is a massive congratulations on your recent award. I believe is in order.
Oh, yeah, right. We will. Can we take this in after we're done with all the links? Okay.
Oh yeah, we can. I thought I'd just slip it in.
Yeah, we will deal with that later. Actually, if you haven't noticed in my post, we will take care of that in a second. Thank you for noticing. If not, I would have. Thank you for actually telling me about it. If not, I would have forgotten it. So that's how humble I am. But. Next news is on gamer.no, which is a Norwegian site. Minecraft will become more advanced, meaning that it will be it seems that it will get a redstone update and a lot more stuff. So check that out for the guys who are interested in Minecraft. There's still a lot of people playing it, even though I've put down on it. Mirror's Edge. Have you played Mirror's Edge, Shank?
Sadly not. No.
Okay, you are a horrible person to talk to about gaming, man.
Well, we need to move on to the forum section of this Warcast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we will. Okay, this is just gaming news. Mirror's Edge, which is one of my, I wouldn't say favorite games, but I think is one of the most interesting games that we have had in a recent time. It's a parkour running game. It's really fun. Mirror's Edge 2 is apparently in development, even though Mirror's Edge didn't sell that well, but it has such great premise. It's such a good, even though the story sucked, that's not the point. The whole layout of the colors, all the running, all that. It was one of the few games that didn't rely on a gritty blue-brown filter, which, like Battlefield 3 and all the other recent games like Gears of War and all those like really brown filters that all the other games have these days. And it was like colorful, it was fun, and it was like and it was skillful. You had to have skill to actually, not complete it, but you have to have skill to like master it. It was fun like hell, and god damn it, it's good. Mirror's Edge 2. Let's hope they finish it. This is like one of the games that I feel has potential. Yeah. Moving on. Let's just quickly move through. Christmasify your avatar. Well, actually, let's officially move into the forum frenzy. This is the forum frenzy. Christmasify your avatar. I will post a link to Christmasify your avatar, which means that you can have your Christmas avatar, meaning that you will have a funny Christmas hat or some Christmas thing on your avatar, or because it's Christmas, Or, well, if you're Muslim, I don't think you will have anything.
Also in the graphic workshop, I know there's loads of people doing stuff in the avatar service thread as well for Christmas avatars. So
yeah, check it out. If you want a personal touch, I've done mine myself because I have Photoshop. But yeah,
I got mine kindly done, and it's already been pointed out by numerous people that the what's meant to be tinsel is turned out to make it look like a bog brush. So
yeah. My problem was that I didn't have actually a head to put it on, so I just made a little thing and then put a Christmas hat on top of it.
We're both viewing the same thread daily. Funny that.
What? We are? I haven't
the Christmasify your avatar.
Yeah, we're viewing it at the same time. I actually we opened it.
moving on.
Moving on, yeah. What's the next one? Let me see here. Is this relevant? Yes, Santa Invasion. Do you want to talk about that, since you obviously know more about that than me?
Yeah, I'll just say a short piece on it. Well, as part of the news team, I got this announcement that we've still got to post up. That'll be done sometime over tomorrow. Basically, it's this mod for Medieval 2, and I have to say it is brilliant. It's fully working, but it's meant to be taken in good humour. It basically allows you to play as Santa and co. As you attempt to take over the world. It really is just.
So you are basically Santa Claus, and you're gonna take over the world in a bloody crusade.
Yeah, you could sum it up like that. It's brilliant. I've played it, and I've had quite a laugh. It does remove the Portuguese faction, and they do apologise to all Portuguese people about that. But I'm sure they won't mind once they've played it.
I promise you, Portuguese people will find it as an honor actually being Santa Claus.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm sending you like the video link now, which was by Master Big Ab, so I'm sure people enjoy watching that.
Is that reindeers? That looks really awesome.
It's brilliant. I love playing it.
That's reindeers. It's Santa's reindeer. It's like the general's bodyguard are reindeers, ridden by Santas with actually matching. Is that Christmas paper shields?
I think it is. Yeah, it must be.
That's
present.
Attention to detail that we really love, and they even have staves. Like that's actually like I don't know what I've seen that a lot in Norway. Those kind of sticks they have. I don't know what the hell it is. It's some kind of you pick up something. I think it's actually for a kind of lamp or something. Those staves, but I don't know. We will post pictures. But
yeah, we will. I mean, rep all the guys who've been part of it. It's an amazing mod. It really is funny, but it's brilliant.
Yeah, rep as well, people, for the good things you see around TWC, because there's a lot of things that are amazing. But yeah, that's actually quite humorous. Actually, I'm done. That's it. That's all the links I have for you. It's gonna be. I think it's almost 10 links for you this evening, which is a lot. I'm sorry if you had to click them all. I am sorry if you felt that it was a lot of clicking and that you had to read a lot of things. I know that the words hurt your head, but it was all for the good for you.
Your reward. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, let's move into the tavern. For Shankbot probably doesn't know what the tavern is. Tavern is our off-topic session. It's where we talk about ourselves, our daily life, and our very unadventurous lives.
Boring, yeah.
Boring lives, yeah. I call it unadventuring because it feels a little bit more exciting. It seems that people, well, Legio felt it, the guy who actually joined us this Warcast by mistake, felt it appropriate to nominate me for a novice reward. For the people who doesn't know what a novice reward is for. Well, my explanation on the site, it says axe glory something stuff, but it's a reward for
exceptional contributions to the site in the capacity of a staff member.
Yeah, so exceptional contributions. So that's exactly exceptional contributions is what people think that the Warcast is. So I'm quite honored. To all the people who it's for citizens, for people who have maybe been made citizens, could vote for it and speak up against it. Nobody spoke up against it, which I'm grateful for as well. But most of all, thank you for all who voted for it. It's actually one of the few things I've actually gotten as a reward for doing the Warcasts, and it's nice actually getting something for it, because I get no money for it or whatever. So thank you all.
Well, thoroughly deserved, Dave. Well done.
Thank you. See, she's Shankbot on appreciate my work.
I love it listening through them. I have some right laughs, I do.
That's good. Somebody does at least. I have actually nothing more to come up with. Do you have anything more to add, Shankbot, that we have forgotten?
No, nothing I can think off the top of my head. No, I think we're all sorted.
Good. The more time passes since our Creative Assembly interview, the more I think that we need to have another one. But I think we will keep postponing it until we get a lot more information. Of course, Creative Assembly is great on keeping us up to tabs with all the different information about.
Oh, one thing we did forget was the Rome 2 faction preview.
Oh my god, dude, anticlimactic. Oh yeah, guess who's gonna be in Rome 2? It's Rome. Oh god. go, dude, just no, we're not gonna talk about that. No.
Edit it out. Just edit it out.
Yeah, okay, we're going to say it. Okay, fine. Okay, you know what faction we're gonna have in Rome 2 Total War? Guess what? It's gonna be fucking Rome. Congratulations. God damn it. You know what? More anticlimactic. You know what? I'm not angry even. I'm just disappointed that they, what do you think? Why couldn't they announce it something else? Like the Germanic tribes, or the Greek city-states or something like exciting, but no, they had to go with Rome. I understand that it's gonna be 3 families. They're all gonna be red, apparently. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Have you read up on it? Let us see the Creative Assembly wiki.
Yeah, I've done a bit for my work for the Eagle
Please
Standard. Hang on, I'll just get the article up for you.
Alright.
Give me a sec, sorry about
that. But still, it's kind of ridiculous that they said, okay, hey, what kind of faction we're gonna have? Well, we could just announce Rome.
Yeah, well, actually, it's a preview on Rome, and basically what it is they'll have certain traits that'll help them benefit them, and I quote, economically from its excellence in metal.
But Shankbot, Jack Lusted said that Rome will only be one faction. He said that to my face, well, almost, on the Warcast here, and now they split it. That's a picture.
I think it's like you can sort of at the beginning there's only one faction, but you can pick sort of like different abilities to have it. So like.
Okay. So let me get this right. It's only one faction, but you have 3 families to choose from, and all those 3 families have different traits that help you different. Strong navy or strong infantry or strong.
Yeah, something like that.
They bleed like rabbits.
It says here, which are promised to bring further economic, military, and cultural benefits. So what I'm thinking is, and don't quote me on this, but it'll be like on role-playing games where you have a class and then you can pick sort of like subclasses sort of thing. So I think it'll be something along the lines of that.
Okay, good.
This is just speculation, so.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but still, it's nice to see that they're trying to differentiate it a little bit, even though it's anticlimactic, saying that hey, Rome 2 Total War, which faction? Rome, yeah. The Ego Trash actually said it a lot better than me. Well, guess which faction it is gonna be in Rome 2? Romans. I was like, yeah, you're joking, right? But yeah, I find it quite funny. I did actually find it quite funny that they actually announced Rome as the first faction, but we all knew that. But it seems that it's a lot more to it than what I, of course, make mockery of. So read up on it, because I'm a uneducated fool. So that's it. Also, I forgot something. For those who doesn't know, I play a lot of Battlefield 3 lately because of Aftermath. You've heard about Battlefield 3, right, Shankbot?
I've heard about it, but I haven't played it.
Well, at least Battlefield 3 is a open first-person shooter, which like I say, it's much more glorious than Call of Duty, for example, which is just maximum 24 players, I think. Is that many?
It depends. Well, the last one I played, it depends on what game mode you're doing.
But the most, how many people have you on?
Yeah, you have about 24. Yeah.
Well, here you can have on PC you can have 64 people at one time, and it's actually quite fun. Even though you know a lot of the game modes delve into a lot of the stuff that you know COD is about. You know, person versus person, killing a lot of TDM, team deathmatch, a lot of that stuff. But it's a lot of fun. It's a big open world, and Aftermath. Well, they're gonna. It seems that they've gone for a sort of releases with DLC, which means that you have different releases. Sorry. Compared to, I don't know. For example, it's divided. For example, you have Aftermath, you have Close Quarters, you have 5 different or 4 different DLCs, which is gonna be released, you know, continuously. So now we're at the Aftermath, and next one is End Game, which is gonna be like the end game of all. And Aftermath, you know, it has different, you know, Close Quarters was like close, it says in its name, close quarter combat. Armored Kill is armored kill, meaning that there's a lot of anti-tank and all that, and tanks and all that, vehicles. Aftermath is a little bit more scavenging, you know, you don't have that much things to do with, you have a crossbow now, so it's a lot of different things, and I enjoyed I always enjoyed Battlefield 3. I'm getting a little bit more into it. So if anybody is interested, you can always hook me up on TWC. I'm a very friendly person. So yeah. Well, actually, I'm just trying to make friends, Shankbots. So yeah. It's a desperate plea of help. Okay. Yeah, but actually, just so you know, we've been talking for over an hour almost.
Oh, it's time flies when you're having fun, Daily.
Well, you're having fun here. Oh my god, we have to stop immediately. But yeah, I have actually nothing more to talk about.
This one thing that you probably don't want to record. This little confirmation box has come up. Note: this channel contains files. There are clients inside this channel. Really delete this channel and kick all the clients of it. Shall I press no?
What the hell do you think? Of course you shouldn't kick me off.
I don't know if it's on our channel. Or...
No, just leave it. Well, how did you get that? I never gotten that as well. I've used TeamSpeak for over a year.
I have no idea. It just came up.
You and Legio, you are impossible when it comes to technical things. Christ.
Don't get me started down that road, please.
Yeah, I won't. But at least I really want to thank you for being on here. It's really nice actually having somebody to talk to for a change. I've done Warcast alone, but I have to agree that it's a lot more fun when actually people are talking to me and responding to me. So thank you for being on.
No, it's fine. I've had a great time. So whenever I'm next free, if you're happy to have me on, I'll look forward to it.
Certainly. Maybe we will have a me, you, and Gunny if we're lucky.
Yeah, I'll look forward to it.
At least. Yeah. So that's the episode 25. I want to thank you all for sticking by us this long. I'm sorry for the long length, but as you know, it's quite long between every single Warcast now. I've gotten a little bit more stable job, so I'm working a little bit late in the hours, and it's hard for me to actually find time to work so much on the Warcast and actually get it out every weekend. So, but I will promise you that I will try to get we will get the Game of the Year's Warcast out and all that. I'm not gonna promise anything because I've stopped promising things because I haven't I haven't delivered up to my promises, so I feel like a horrible person. But I want to thank you all for listening. This was the Total Warcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Shankbot the bottom. How do you pronounce it? Shankbot the bottomlose? Bottomlose?
I'll just go for Shankbot. It's fine.
Shankbot. Let's stick with Shankbot. Give him some rep for joining me and enjoying my company for an hour, and I hope I will see you next time.
I think it's the audience we've got to worry about enjoying our company for an hour.
Oh dear lord, yeah. Ugh, they're probably going crazy at this point and throwing their own poo at the walls. Goodbye. Thank you and good night.